We are live. This is Sue Greenwald here from District 5 on the Awakened Stories channel here today with King Smarty, also known as Sananda Galactic. Hey, King
Sananda
Smarty, how are
Galactic.
you?
Sananda Galactic. I'm
Yeah,
fantastic. I'm fantastic.
doing good, doing good. Your mic needs a little boosting or something. You're a
It's
little,
probably because I'm laid back.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but anyway, UCC 1-308/207, all rights reserved. Public law, public law 93-579, without prejudice. Okay. And that's what everybody needs to learn and everybody needs to memorize. I got it somewhat memorized, and it's a shame we even have to go through this type of shit. But at the end of the day, we have to learn that we are not what they think we are. We are not the straw men. We are not the piece of papers that they have on or the names that they have on our piece of papers because of the deception, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is how difficult it's been for us to gather up the oath of offices and the surety bonds of all the people in the case, the conspiracy against me, right? So that being said, I'll need everybody willing and able, get to work, find out where we can get all of these individuals oath of office. And when you contact us, I'll give you the names, all the details, and then we're going to file claims. We're going to light fires under their asses because this corrupt system needs to go away. I am John Felix Mendez, the living man. I am not what they have on that paperwork. There's a big difference. And the last time I checked, I was also the king of this motherfucker. Okay. So we're going to go after them no matter what they do. Daddy wants them done, and it will be so. That's that. I had to get that out the way because we've called 7 places every time they give us the runaround, nonstop. Emails. There only one so far. Has only one person responded, and it wasn't even the person; it was their assistant. So we need to get all these things in order. I need the surety bonds for the people involved, including the sheriffs, including the one that came and kidnapped me. This is over. They're not doing this shit to nobody else no more. I'm exposing all of this shit. You're not going to be deceiving people and having people believe they're the names on the piece of papers that you fictitiously created. Fuck that.
Right.
Excuse my French. So we have to come together and do this stuff. And yes, there is paperwork. Again, there is paperwork that has to be filed. Until we get rid of certain things and certain layers, we have to do what we have to do. So they stop portraying their fraudulent matrix system on us. Does that make sense?
It's going to be used in the transition period, this paperwork that we're doing.
That's right. Now we know how to do it. I have literally kings, like real kings, helping me with this shit. So they don't know how much trouble they're in. They do not know how much trouble they're in. It's over. It's over. All right, go ahead.
So at the beginning of the video, you had mentioned some stuff for those that are just joining us. Okay, so they need to know that. What do they do with it? Okay, so let's say I'm a regular person. I've been watching you for a while. I believe in what you say. What do I do with that?
Well, first you need to have all the oath of offices and all of their surety bonds, so that you can then go to the insurance that's holding the bonds to file claims on them because they are going against the Constitution when they're kidnapping you, when they're hauling you in, when they're putting you in front of this fake actor and all this other shit. So that's what you need to do. What we're also doing is we're doing and documenting a step by step way to do it. So we had to be thrown into this shit. Like I always get thrown into this shit. Why, Daddy? Why? so because of me being thrown into this shit the way that it happened, Now we have to go after everybody's bonds, including the orchestrators of the conspiracy.
Right.
Right. So that's what's happening. And I know they're going to watch this, and they should be prepared, because this is not going away. And by being prepared is, we shall see. We don't know what they're going to do. The best thing for them to do is just crawl back underneath their rock and then just go away. Either way, we're going to get paid off of the bonds that they created, the layers of trust that they've created. Either way, this is what it is. It's trust law, common law, all mixed up with a bunch of bag of bullshit. So, and the sad part is that they've been getting away with this stuff for hundreds of years. And the last time I checked, the people that are really inhabitants of this land are those of us that are Taino Indians, American Indians, Indians, whatever you want to call it. Like, this shit gets deep, and it has to be exposed, because they need to be addressed, not only for what they're doing in fucking Palestine and in Iran. They need to be addressed across the board, and that's what this is all about. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's why we're doing all this stuff. We even put together a video to help people understand more of it. Because of the people that are involved helping me, we got so much insight on what they've actually done. There hasn't been judges in this country, real official judges, since, I forget the numbers or details on it, but it's like, what the fuck? They literally created this fake matrix over us. They literally took our placentas and put our children and put us on fucking paperwork, literally treating us as cattle, and they made us believe that we are the fucking paper. What?
Yeah.
OMG. OMG.
Yeah.
OMG.
And,
I would just rather evaporate shit, because that's what I do best. And they don't even realize that I can evaporate people, places, and things. However, this is the way Daddy wants it to go down, so that everybody can jump on board, claim your rights back, put yourself in private, claim your TDA accounts, claim your Social Security, all of that. This shit needs to stop. And when you do all this, they can't do things like send you to war to go fight for their fucking satanic group leaders and shit like that. Did you know that after or shortly after they started the not, it's not even a war, it's just them attacking themselves. Did you know that right after they started attacking the Epstein files, all of the people looking at the files went down to 95%? They don't
went
want
way
you to
down.
know.
It
Yeah,
went way down.
they don't want you to know that. But what they fail to realize, is that Daddy is involved, and it's all coming full circle, where now you're totally being exposed for all of the shit that you've been doing to humanity, all of the foul things you've been doing to humanity, and how you've been literally portraying or masquerading this illusion to everyone. And the shit is coming down, and it's coming down like boom. Daddy said he's vengeance. Okay, Daddy, I'm gonna step out the way.
Well, it's for anyone just watching, even just what you post, it's happening fast.
It is happening fast, which
So
is
fast.
why I had to be a part of this shit, because now my energy is focused on pow, 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 pow. Take that, motherfuckers. Daddy wouldn't say that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's so wrong what they've been doing to people, and now they're being exposed, man. They're being exposed in ways that they never thought it was going to happen. Never thought it was going to happen this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's because they've been bamboozled and lied to for hundreds of years, thousands of years, that their way was the way. Their groups and their satanic leaders, and all the way up to the cabal bankers, that they knew it all, and they were almighty because they had this fake ass wealth that they created out of thin air, and had everybody collect checks to do their evil deeds. That shit is over. Look how bad, if you can remote view like me, like us, like most of us in this, in this galactic Jedi community. If you can remote view like us, you can literally see that Israel is literally fucked up. It's so bad for them right now. They're taking a beating and they're lying about it. They're fucking lying about it because that's what they do. That's what they know best. All they know how to do is lie, cheat, steal, murder, replace, steal your identity. Hello? That's what they do. That's all they know how to do. So now they're getting their asses handed to them. And it's not just Iran. It's us too. And when I say us, I mean the galactic force, the galactic army, and the people that daddy has down here that they don't know why they're doing what they're doing, but they know something's wrong and we're going to stop these motherfuckers. So those are the crew members, those are the armies that I talk about. Because when daddy puts that fire underneath your ass, you're going to do what he tells you to do, no matter what ranking you have anywhere. We are his creations. And he put us down here for a time like this to eliminate these motherfuckers once and for all. And that's why this is the last cycle.
Yes, yes. I was so interested to see how these bombs have perfectly they've perfectly targeted where like the Israeli officers where the secret hiding places were. Like they're like bink, like not secret guys, right?
Did you? I know you caught it because you pay attention. Did you caught where I said the military is in charge, but we didn't say which one.
Yeah, yeah.
And I also said that I was going to bleep them all, but I didn't say when. Okay, well, now you're seeing it. They're so they don't know what to do right now, and some of them are so arrogant that they're just going to continue until they get what's handed to them. Also, once we all get together and start doing these surety bonds and going after them the way we are, the ones that they have to worry about is the marshals. And I know a couple of U.S. marshals that even they've been attacked by these fuckers. So how do you think that's going to feel? It's going to feel rewarding to them. I also know there's a bunch of Texas Rangers that are already prepared to go after all of them. Like this is getting so fucking fun and interesting. And the cool part is all of us loving, lighting people, all of us that are sent here to do all this stuff, all we literally have to do is just sit back, watch, and be patient. When at the same time they're doing all that, the money is going to flow. In fact, I was told that today at 3:00 things will begin. So now I gave you a time on what was told. Plus, Daddy is already having me tell y'all that they have hours to come forward with all this shit. This is what it is. Like, I don't care what anybody says about me. I'm telling you what Daddy tells me, what Daddy has me do personally, and what I command because I am the fucking king. I am free, I am wealthy, I'm healthy, and I'm the boss. My God.
Awesome. Awesome news. Awesome.
I gotta find that mic. Sophie took that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the paperwork thing. Okay, you've given us codes at the beginning of the video, so go back and watch it, guys. But here's my question. What I think is the point, the bugaboo for most of us. Like we want to do all this stuff. We want to know how to protect ourselves, become sovereign citizens, and blah 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 blah. There's a process, and nobody knows what it is. So you're kind of plowing and paving the way for us. You'll document specific steps that we need to take.
Well, I keep posting it as well. So You know, I don't have all the time to do it all myself, which is why
Yeah.
we all need to come together to do this.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, just like all the other tasks that Dad had us involved in to execute things, we are doing it together. So at the end of the day, we will have the proper documents for anything, any case, anything that they do and throw at us. Did I mention the fact that since there's no injured party, there's really no crimes, right? So that just that alone and the jurisdiction, just that alone, they should have thrown out everyone's cases. However, they're using their disguise and their manipulative, deceptive ways
Right.
to entrap people because they don't know what the fuck they're doing because they purposely didn't teach people this stuff,
Right.
which is also crimes against humanity, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Biblical proportions, crimes against humanity in biblical proportions. Yeah, that seems about right. hmm And since they are the ones that created the fucking system, that's probably why there hasn't been no arrest, huh?
Yeah. You mean the Epstein files? Political?
All of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a
Okay.
bad day to be dark. It's a bad day to be dark.
All right.
It's a bad day to be dark. No, it's a bad time. Well, day and time.
Right.
It's a bad time to be dark. Like I said, I would just evaporate them and move on. However, that's not the way Daddy wants this to play out. He's doing things in such a way where he's so how you say loving and caring and giving, and he wants people to do the right thing. He gives you so much chances and chances and chances, and then you fucked up. Imagine all the judges and lawyers that had the chance to just let people go and they didn't. You know, they got records on us, right? And then they use this point system. Point, 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 point. You did this, you did that, you did this, you did that. Well, what do you think Daddy's point system looks like for all of them? Mm-mm-mm. Bad time, bad time.
It looks like grains of sand in hourglass to me.
Yeah, well, that's where we're going with it all. That's where that's where we're going with it all.
Yeah.
You know, they can't they can't do what they're doing against the living human beings. However, they have been because of deception.
Right.
So the more and more people find out about all this stuff, and which they are because I have millions of people following me that the records don't reflect because they're involved in that too, right? So people do know it and people are taking action. And because we're now addressing it energetically, all of us, what do you think is going to happen? Implode. Boom. And like I said, I do see a lot of marshals knocking on doors.
Awesome.
And that's what the people want. Financial freedom is here, y'all. It's here. It's Daddy's promise to all of us. Financial freedom, you know, everlasting. Look at all the cures and all the different things coming out to keep yourself healthy and keep yourself living longer and heal you. We are sovereign beings, and we will, and we are financially free. We are healthier than you would. You guys, I mean, those crystalline chambers, man, that's the ultimate disclosure. Ultimate disclosure. Because once you experience that, when you experience that, you will realize how all of this has been literally orchestrated in such a way to get us to where we're headed, where we're actually at. Everlasting cells, everlasting bodies that never deteriorate, that can't even be scratched. Man, my mind is just all over the place lately. I'm sick of this shit. Actually, I'm not sick of this shit. I'm enjoying it, and at the same time, because I see the beautiful future. I see the beautiful buildings, the beautiful cities, the beautiful technologies, things that will just improve the quality of life literally over fucking night. And we've been held back because of these satanic groups of individuals that been secretly infiltrating the entire planet. And then they make you believe that it's Iran against Israel and Kuwait and Iraq against these nuts and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah.
When it's only a group of fucking sick, perverted individuals that use their crafting and their spells against all of them. And that's why you have pedophilia within all of the different world leaders, because it's literally the same group of individuals that have been infiltrated, blackmailed, and now they're in their gang and they don't have no way out. They actually do have a way out, and right now is the time for y'all to jump ship. Like literally, jump out that motherfucker because it's going down. And he said it's already down, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was a post just a little while ago. Nuclear weapons, nuclear war. If you've done all of your research and you've checked out all of the different people in the UFO community, you would have heard the story of one of the individuals that was in the nuclear power plant. And when they went to look at the nuclear dashboard after our crafts came over top of it, the button itself became jello. Okay, so the button to their push button for the nuclear um devices to go off, it became jello because you can't do nothing with jello, right? And then there's other videos where you see missiles going up like this, right? And then a spacecraft, one of ours, comes around the missile, shoots lasers at it, and then falls apart. And then recently you have the other missile that's sliding across the oceans, and then something comes along and takes that shit apart.
Right.
You're dealing with a super, super advanced group of individuals. And you're also looking at the supreme commander of that group. And you didn't believe me, and it's okay, because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like I said earlier, we're seeing video of their own missiles hitting their own buildings, their own places, and secret bunkers, and all of that.
That's easy. It's easy. It's literally easy. All it is one of us appearing, whether it be one of us directly, whether it be a craft, and then we just snatch the missile and redirect it. Woo.
Yeah,
It's easy. There's so many ways we can do it.
yeah.
And even though what's happening, it's a lot of sad things. There's a lot of death. It's a lot of things that's happening. But I have faith in my father. What intelligent people call source, because he is the source of everything. I have faith in everything that daddy does. And yes, I know dad can be anything, blah, blah, blah. But you understand what I'm saying. I have total faith in all of the things that he has us doing, all of the things that he's making me do, whether I agree with it or not. I have total faith that everything will be exactly the way he wants it to be. So all of us that have been experiencing everything that we've been experiencing because of these, deceptionist, dark pieces of shit, if you ask me, it's something we all had to go through so that we can be the superior race that we're becoming. And we're not done here. We have to go elsewhere. And I've already told you this hundreds of times. So I'm looking forward to it all. It's going to be a great thing. It is a great thing. Right now, he has us focusing on gathering natural organic seeds so that we can reproduce and give it to the farmers around the country. Um, they've already lost, and you know this because Dad has already been saying it for many times. Dad won. Dad won. God wins. Allah wins. You know, however you want to pronounce it. Dad already won, which is why we're already doing things like Help Someone Today campaign. Start gathering up all these seeds so that we can repopulate the planet with natural fruits and vegetables. Take full charge of the wealth transfer and go into the caves and bring out all of the wealth that's going to supply humanity forever. Like, this is what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So all of you naysayers, that's all right. You can go on the fucking back of the bus. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
it's everything's happening. So many things are happening. All right, let's go with Q&A.
All right, we see a lot. All right. So we're going to talk about meat. Recently, the past week, I've seen reports that the FDA here in the US allows, get this, 6% human meat. Okay. What? Don't they wonder where that's coming from? Duh. Um, Now, we've seen reports for the past at least 20 plus years about McDonald's, and they do these testing, and they usually come up with the number, oh, about 2% of it's human meat. Okay, so they make these random ass numbers up. 2% isn't enough to hold people back from eating it. I'm not sure that 6% is either. But we know that here in the US, it's illegal to murder someone. Duh. But it is not illegal to be a cannibal except in one state. What the hell, man?
Yeah, and that goes along with the deception. That goes along with the deception, and they're all a part of it, which is why they all need to be exterminated. Period.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
way around it. And I also noticed that there are super soldiers now coming out and forward and talking about their experiences. So a lot of the stuff that's been happening is literally because they do treat us as cattle. And now you have all of the forces coming together to eliminate a specific group of individuals that has already been done. We're walking into that shit. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why Dad had us make that blue elixir, because this is what they've been doing, but people didn't take that shit serious. Now, because of the Epstein files and all the other files that are getting ready to be dropped, they're taking it real serious. And the cool part is you have content creators and influencers that didn't even know about it or didn't even want to be a part of it, are all of a suddenly posting clips of it within their own videos so people can see and read the shit while they're cooking and stuff. We know one that the young man that
Yep.
always puts a knife.
Yep. Yep.
And there's so many people. Look, I got the chills right now because these motherfuckers is so done. And like one of my royal brothers just told me, we outnumber them. We outnumber them. We outnumber them. So yeah, even with all the stuff that they've been doing to the children and putting the people in fucking meat grindings and feeding it back to us, we still outnumber them because they're doing things in the dark. We're doing things in the light. And I'm doing it in such a way where pow, 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 pow in your face. What are you going to do about it? Because I know exactly how daddy works. I know exactly how daddy works. And he has me expose certain things in such a way where he wants them to do stupid shit. He also told me that the reason why I'm experiencing the things that I'm experiencing is because I'm moving into being the king. documented. I have my sovereignty paperwork already in the works. Okay. I even have the documents here where it's already notarized and all that. So it's already official. It just hasn't been publicly put out there yet. So now you're dealing with a real sovereign king. Not that I wasn't real in the first place. Because the last time I checked, when I put that energy on your ass, you feel it.
Yep. That is awesome.
But yeah, it's all good. It's all fantastic. All fantastic. Go ahead.
Now, did you say that people are not watching as much of the Epstein files because they're diverted toward other stuff like the bombing or whatever?
That's exactly what it is, because people are focusing on the bombing. But like I said, within hours, all of that shit is over with.
Okay.
And if you pay attention, you can actually see which Trump is doing and saying what.
Yeah.
Right? Because we all know, because of all the different resources out there, all the different intel providers, plus what that is showing us, that there are in fact multiple players. Multiple players. And if you remember what I said years ago about how we had to quarantine this area and then move in like this and like this and like this and like this. Well, what do you think happened to all the secret space programs and all the different things? We took it over. So they know who the fucking commander in chief is, the real one. They know who the supreme leader is. And even all the different peoples around the world know who the real boss is. When Trump said, we need help. We need help from the boss. Why do you think I use that word all the time? And then he said, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, now you know who he is. Whether you believe it or not, whether they believe it or not, I don't give a fuck. And yes, I do use potty mouth, but I do it in love.
Okay, so speaking of Trump, last night you put out there that the fake Trump was no longer around.
That's what Daddy said.
Okay.
That's what Daddy said. Oh, I hear you got another book.
I do.
You got another book already.
Yeah. So this is the first book, which is coming from the printer as we speak. I should have the copies a couple weeks. I don't know exactly. The second book is called Sananda Galactic Liberation of Earth. Right? Wow. Book 1. That book I will have the samples of today, and we'll show the cover, and we'll start pre-selling them as well. It's already on the website.
Right.
And I'll bring you over your copy. And then I'm working on the third book. So Liberation of Earth, book 2, which a lot of the stuff you've said is already in there. So yay. That's why sometimes I smile, because I'm like, yes, I got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that video that was shared to me, I think yesterday or the day before, where they went into and found all the things, and literally almost word for what I've said.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, guys, I don't have all the time in the world to do all the research out there. I literally go based on what Dad tells me.
Right.
And since Dad is the one telling me, the evidence follows. And some of the evidence has been out there for a long time. It just hasn't been disclosed.
Right.
So even when I see that shit, I'd be like, okay, Daddy, I see you.
Well, I was laughing because last week, one day you posted 2 things. Now, I had done an interview, which is in the second book, okay?
Right.
And you had told me 2 things that I didn't know, which is in the book.
Right.
But you put out 2 posts on the same day that basically validated what you had told me already.
That's right.
So that's very exciting. It's already
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing. We got more and more information coming out. We got so many things happening, and I feel that shit's going to hit the fan for them within hours, like I've been saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we shall see. We shall see.
Yep. Okay. So I'm
No,
sorry.
I know shit is my bad. I know shit is hitting the fan for them in a couple hours. Because Daddy said he wants it all out within hours. And if you don't do it within the hours that only he knows, then you got to deal with the consequences.
Awesome.
I
That's
am just a
awesome.
messenger, by the way.
That's awesome. Now we've seen Netanyahu like die multiple times. We've seen pictures of him laying in the rubble and all sorts of things. Okay. We already know he's not really here.
Right.
Are they going to stick to the fact that he's dead now? Or are they going to try to bring him out again?
That's a part of it. They have to.
Okay.
They have to. All of this charade is over.
Okay.
They've been lying about everything. Everything. You see what they're doing. If the reports are not true, why are you going around putting people in jail for filming the damage that was done? Why are you going around breaking people's surveillance cameras and stuff like that? Why are you going around deleting videos and deleting people's accounts if it's not true? Because if it wasn't true, you wouldn't be doing that. And I'm calling to action right now. They're already ready, by the way. All of the different researchers that are skilled in various ways to release and leak everything. That's a direct order, by the way. I command it so, and so it shall be.
So basically, you're saying any hacker, anyone that has the real files, whether they be Galactic files, Epstein files, Diddy files, whatever they are,
Well,
let them loose.
we're calling them researchers.
Researchers. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we're calling them researchers for obvious reasons, right?
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Release the researchers. Boom.
Release the researchers.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
So
Because,
expect more and more stuff to come out.
yeah.
In some of the videos that was posted about Epstein, there was a few videos of little kids sitting in chairs tied up and then being electrocuted in their genitals. I literally watched that interview that I posted. Let me see. Let me go back to it real quick. It was the interview with this young man, child experience, experimentation survivor. This guy's a grown man right now. In this video, I watched the whole thing. In this video, he said that that's exactly what they did to him. I'm sure he don't even know that that video exists right now.
Yeah.
For all we know, he was the kid in the fucking video.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he wasn't, because there was female little kids too.
Well, we saw the video where the guy shocks the child who's on a table or whatever, and then there's like a couple bodies hanging from the ceiling that he kind of walks by, and I'm like, oh my God, you know?
There's no human nature there at all. None.
Mm-mm.
None at all. None. No human nature there whatsoever. None. So yeah, these individuals need to be put down like rabid dogs.
Yeah. I watched part of that interview. I ran out of time, but it was very well done. And the person seems extremely credible, and horrible, horrible experiences, you know? Okay. Kind of like related to this topic, Gene Hackman. Okay, so actor Gene Hackman dies a year ago or whatever. They released that his wife was dead, I don't know, weeks before he was, and there's tunnels and blah, 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 but they don't tell us what's in it still. Just like they're not telling us what's under the Diddy mansions, or like, okay, so when are we going to hear what's happening?
That's what I'm talking about. All
Yeah.
of that has to be. It has to be It has to. They have to come clean with it all.
Yeah.
And they're literally on a timer now because Dad said so.
Yep.
Um, you know because I pointed it out to you. Here, you can literally hear the fucking trains going underneath. You can hear it, and people can hear the shit. Nobody knows what it is because some people are just zoned the fuck out all the fucking time. You can literally feel them vroom, vroom, underneath us, right? That's what they've been using to traffic the people that are underground that nobody knows about. Because it's not just happening on the surface, it's happening in different pockets throughout the planet. And that's what those tunnels connect to. Different pockets, different rails, different pods, different trains, whatever you want to call it. That's what it's all connected to. And that's what's coming out too. They have no choice, none. So yeah, Daddy's put the heat on me.
So was Gene Hackman a reptilian, a vampire? What was he specifically?
I'm seeing like what's that guy's name?
Who?
Gore. You know how the vampire had his little fucking the vampire had his little servant running around running around doing shit.
Yeah.
He was a part of it, but he was just like a custodian of that area.
Okay. Okay.
In place to, stay there and make sure the vampire got his food. His name is Gore, I think. You've never watched the vampire movies where the
Mm-mm.
vampire always had like a sidekick that would move his coffin around and shit like that.
No, I'm sorry.
Anyway, we'll bring it out so that people can see it.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah, yeah. So we know that
Igor, feed
oh,
me,
Igor,
Igor.
like I've watched that
Feed me, Igor, or whatever the fuck is something like that.
so he was like an Igor. Okay. We had that question this morning. But we've talked about the trains and the tunnels, but they also have submarines. So they're able to go literally under, we think the US is solid rock, right? They're able to go through these tunnels all over the world.
All over the world, and they go from the tunnels to the trains to the submarine ports to this to that to the trucks going in and out of the tunnels, bringing in supplies. And they say, "Oh, the truck goes in here and ends up over there." Blah blah blah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So, and we know, like, it's not like this is just all of a sudden cropped up, okay? We know that these tunnels have been there for a really long time, that networks, the technology to traffic the people, they've been improving it, expanding it, coming up with different systems to fit the modern times. They've been doing it for a really long time. So it's not like it just happened. This has been around a long time.
that is the facts. And another thing that is facts is that we were made here at this time with the immortal gene, which is why they can't kill us because Daddy made us immortal. It was installed in our genes while we were being formed. So no matter what they do, they're a bunch of they're up against a bunch of natural immortals. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So not only that, he's also using us in such a way that most of the people don't even realize it yet. Because you can be sitting there 1 minute and you're gone the next minute, and all you think was, "Oh, I just had a brain fog," or "I just blanked out." You sure about that? Because now people and Jedi's are having memories of actually blanking out, going to handle some shit, and coming right back almost instantaneously. Actually, instantaneously. And this is also a part of what you guys will be walking into. So I'm sorry to have to bust your bubble, but you are a supreme being as well. Some of us actually know we are. Some of us don't. One minute I could be super relaxed or just sitting there chilling, and Daddy says, "All right, it's time to go." I walk away and I fall out. Walk out, be like, "Okay, where was I?" So Daddy does use us in that capacity as well.
Right.
And since we are consciousness and this body lasts forever, he can use it any way he wants to. So at the end of the day, you, the conscious being, are really not conscious of that part yet. He can take us all at one shot, fuck a bunch of buildings up, kill a bunch of fucking dark ones, and then be back home for dinner or morning coffee. This is so much fun.
That is so good. That's so good.
People don't know how Daddy rose, man. I mean, I'm trying to, not trying. He just corrected me. He stopped me.
Mhm.
I'm helping y'all understand with Daddy, all things are possible. And it's only getting better and better and better and better. And he literally is allowing them to, take each other out.
Right. Now, you had said, I think it was our last video, you said, we're all kind of waiting on the wealth transfer and all that. But you said something like, hey, do you guys get it now? If we had received that money even a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever, we wouldn't be here now, or they would have attempted to take it from us in some way, right?
That is correct.
We would not have had a happy ending.
No. You would have been owing everything and paying property taxes and taxes on everything, even the fucking kitchen sink.
Yeah.
So
So
go ahead.
I felt like that was a really important point that we need to get across to the viewers, because, like all of us are like, how much longer? How much longer? Like we think that all the time, right? Okay. Daddy has the plan, and this is why all this corruption has to be coming out and exposed and eliminated. Now we're starting to understand it more, right?
That is correct. That is correct. And one of the conversations that we had was the reason why they're able to do what they do in the fraudulent court system is because it is a credit-based system. We're moving back to natural resources, and they've been using us as the creditors or the trustees, or however you want to word that shit. Where it's fake system that only they get to bank, they get to bank off of, because they're using our literal social security cards that pays everything. So it is tax court, it is trust court, it is all this stuff. So when you have your documents and everything in order, and then you get all of this wealth that you're getting ready to receive, they cannot do anything, because now you are the sovereign being that Daddy said you were through me. Does that make sense now?
Yes.
So yes, for the person that said more paperwork, do your fucking paperwork.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now you had mentioned the four kings a couple times, and we know that they're in the Middle East working right now. Okay. Their armies are with them. Are they the same four kings that have been mentioned in the Bible? I believe that they're in the Genesis chapters. Are they the same ones, or are they galactic, or what is the difference?
Yes, they are the same ones, and they were put into stasis. I think the second one, but one of them was actually talked about in the JP update, where he went into the tunnel or the cave, whatever, the cavern, blah blah blah, and they opened it up, or they saw him laying there, and all of a sudden, poof, he went away, because when they were there, they activated it through their life force energy, which is how he was able to resurrect, if you would, because everything is energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once he became himself and disappeared, he went back to his position. Daddy gave him his army, and then him along with the others are now taking care of shit over there in Palestine area. That's what happened. That's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to witness. All of this shit is, there's evidence to all this shit. That's what they don't want you to know, but it doesn't matter.
So you had showed us a video a couple years ago that the king gets out of his like coffin thing and he's zipping around, right? He's like trying to, get it together. Then he zips around. And it was my understanding that these kings were physically bigger than we are now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So do they have supernatural powers? And
all of us that were created by Daddy, the real royals, have supernatural powers. Yes.
okay. So why
That's
were they
enough.
in stasis then? Like what happened?
Because it's a part of Daddy's plan for this time.
Oh, okay.
So there's stories of it that we'll eventually get to on how, when, why they were chosen to be the kings at that time too. There's so many of them within the Bibles as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Even my great 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 grandfather, what's his name? Shit.
King Solomon.
Solomon, even Solomon. Daddy said he's not done with Solomon either. So, all of us have the abilities that Daddy gave them and us, right? In my case, I have all of their abilities because I'm the king of kings. I'm the last cycle. I'm the literal alpha and the omega. And people might not understand or believe that right away, but just listen to what I'm telling you without judgment. Get out that fucking box that they put you in and try to follow what I'm saying and then do your research on what I'm saying. I'm not shoving shit down your throat. Never have. I'm telling you the way it is. Go look for it.
Yeah.
And the reason why we started these videos in the first place, so that Daddy can tell me what to tell y'all and then y'all to see it shortly after.
Yeah.
Because he wanted y'all to know that we're no longer talking. We're showing you. Although I'm here telling you, talking to you, but I'm telling you in a way where I'm showing you right after he has me tell you. So this is wild shit. This is wild shit. Like I've been saying, I don't know where the fuck. I wouldn't know where to start. I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, I was gonna say I didn't choose this shit, but he didn't show me all the paperwork before I chose this shit. I'll just say that.
Next time, read the fine print.
Well, that's why I'll be trying to quit.
Yeah. That's fabulous.
I will say this too before you go to the next one.
Yep.
Daddy gave all the battles, the toughest battles, to his greatest assets, his greatest soldiers, his greatest followers, his greatest creations. That's why we're all experiencing what we've been experiencing all this time.
Right.
All the difficulties we've been having to overcome. And because of him, we have overcome. And we're all living proof of it. Every single one of us that just heard me say that. And that's why we have to give thanks to everything he's done for us. Everything. Because he is the way. I'm the way. He's the way.
Yeah. We get smarter, we get stronger.
That's right.
Our eyes are more open. Right.
That's right. And the more and more we have to go through what we're going through, the more and more we see the deception and the veil lifting. Last night or I think it was in the daytime sometime in the evening or morning or whatnot. Right after he had me hit that next levels of consciousness, it was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Slurring and drooling, like what the fuck? Oh man. It's so much wild. Not only that, we are getting ready to, have some real legitimate contacts within the legitimate life forces around us. We already do have them. We're walking into that as well. And they all know, they all been waiting too. In fact, I have to go meet with one of them shortly. So
Ooh, really exciting.
prepare,
Really
prepared, stay ready to go. Do what I'm telling you to do. Daddy's going to show you how to do it. Just learn all this shit because you're going to need to learn it until you don't have to learn it. And learning all this stuff and seeing all this stuff brings up the fact that it all has to be taught to everybody within the MOVE program, within MOVE itself. And I have to, he has me involved with so many things, and then he has me make it and then pull back from it because it's like, okay, I see what you're doing, Daddy. You're having me lay the foundation for this, get it prepared, this foundation, that foundation, which is all a part of the foundation. And then when it's all said and done, boom, it's just going to go poof, explode everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere at the same time. So expect that as well. I got the chills. They're multiplying. And I'm losing control.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Woo! Let's go, Daddy.
Yeah. So for those that want to know more about the four kings, they can go to the book of Genesis and read about them. They got their names and all the whole kit and caboodle there. So interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I will say this too, just a FYI for everyone, including the Bible thumpers and all of y'all different religious groups out there. For thousands of years, all of these textbooks have been altered in various ways, some good and some not so good. I'm telling you right now, that all of the prophecies and all of the different things in those books can and will be altered if they are not correct. And that's what you're seeing right now. Literally, that's what you're seeing. Remember who wrote those books. It wasn't Daddy himself. It was man. And some of those books are literal diaries. Okay? And not only were they, some of them were diaries and man-made, but they were also plans. There were also cabal-made plans to what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
They have the plan books. They've been planning this for thousands of years. And then you thought it was biblical and it's going to happen because it was their plan. Yeah, because they know how your manifestation works. So while you're reading this, now you think all this shit is going to happen and your dumbass manifested it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's how they got us. Yeah, that's how they got y'all. So now we come along to minding our fucking business and say, no, delete.
Fabulous.
Stop them.
Yeah. Yep.
They love me. Me.
Yep.
Everything's good. All right. So on another note, we got all the Faraday cubes in. There is a little delay on the. I should have posted it 2 days ago, but I've been busy focusing on other things. There is a little delay on the yellow cubes. Some of them are delayed a little bit because we miscounted. So the manufacturer is sending me more yellow cubes. So if you haven't received it, that's why. Be patient with me. You see, I'm dealing with a lot of shit. You'll get it as soon as Daddy allows, and I will throw something in there for you because that's what I do. Back, as far as the Faraday cube, they're all in, and we're gonna put the rest of them out there. They came in at different times because of the sizing and weight and blah blah blah, but it's all good. We got it all. I do have another few crowdfunding items that I want to put together and put up. We just got so much shit going on, so much fun stuff going on, and just hang in there with us because we're doing everything that Daddy wants us to do. And it's definitely not easy being me, or definitely not being the crew members. We're all, we're all under some sort of attack or whatnot, which is being dealt with, which is another reason why I said we're not saying that no more, even though it's still happening. So that's another way that we're manifesting that it stops. You understand? So yeah, go ahead. Next one.
All right. Question is, how do you post your videos, or like the videos you share, whatever? Like, I guess here's the reason I'm asking. People have said, well, the video said X, Y, and Z, and that's not what happened, right? And like sometimes we have to use our discernment, is the point I want to make. Sometimes you put out a video and it's like, that's not right. We have to know how to discern, right? Or maybe it's 50% right, or there's a point we need to learn, or whatever.
You're literally being shown the deception from what I told you and what the videos are saying.
Yeah.
I post shit just for literally, like everybody else uses, educational purposes only, right? But it's not really that. It's showing you the different things that we are overcoming and have overcome. So when I post things that are clearly not true, it's showing you something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't have no problem saying that I was wrong about something, because that's not me. There's certain things that I've said that didn't come to pass because we were able to change it before it did. Thank God. Thank Daddy. Thank Source. Thank Creator. Thank Allah. Thanks. Give thanks. So you see, there's a method with what Daddy's doing. I'm not 100% accurate. However, I'm the most accurate there is out there. And this has been proven with all these videos.
Well, and part of your inaccuracy is on purpose. Like it's the hashtag Galactic Sting operation, right? You say X is going to happen here, or it's going to be on this date, and it doesn't, that we are aware of. We want to scoop up those bad guys.
Yeah, well, there is the Galactic Sting operation factor in,
Yeah.
which is also the daddy factor,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Like for instance, I was told today it's already 3 o'clock my time. So if you're going based off of New York time,
Yep.
East Coast time,
Yeah.
they should have released it when we started this live. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if people aren't exchanging right now and they're not calling people in and circulating the phone numbers, they have to deal with that, not me. I did my part. And that's a part of the daddy factor, the galactic sting operation factor. Don't you think that people and places and things get eliminated? Haven't you seen this shit yet? So yeah, I blame everything on daddy anyway, so it's cool.
Awesome.
And he got me. Like he got me.
Yeah.
He tells me what to say, I say it. I blame it on him. What are you
Okay.
going to do? What are you going to do? It's your creator. It's your creator telling me what to say.
Yeah. We've gotten some comments that I was like, hello. And they'll say, well, X, Y, and Z didn't happen at 2 o'clock on this date or whatever. And it's like, first of all, we're not ever being shown the truth. Censorship is real. There, there's an agenda there. You don't see what's happening. Plus, maybe there's a bigger picture that you weren't supposed to see yet, you know?
Well, yeah. So we'll go back to the galactic sting operation and why those things are said that way, right? When Daddy gives those dates and times like that, that was supposed to happen. because he wanted it to happen. And when it didn't happen, whatever it is, whatever he tells me to say and it don't happen, it could be bad or good for whoever's involved. So if something that was supposed to be beneficial didn't happen, somebody made the wrong choice. Do you understand? And because of that choice that individual made, she, it was allowed to be removed. So keep in mind when you think that way, because you don't know what the fuck is going on. I barely fucking know. That's bullshit. That's
Okay.
bullshit.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is there's various factors. For instance, I'll give you another for instance. If I tell you, listen, if you drive this car right here and you go down the road and you make you make a left, and there's going to be somebody on the corner waiting for you, and then you make sure you give that person $20, and you're supposed to go right now, it's 3:05. Then your ass waits to 3:10 to leave. That person within that 5 minutes already left that corner, and now you just missed the blessing that you were supposed to receive because you didn't do what I told you to fucking do when I told you to fucking do it. So whose fault is that? Mine? I don't think so. So when I say those things, this so and so had so and so time to do so and so things at this so and so time. Do you see now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
ahead.
we know the bad guys are just not complying, and
That part right there.
they're not complying.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
They are not complying. However, because they're not complying is why you're seeing the rapid changes that you're seeing right now. How many levels of consciousness have we increased this year alone? Look. You see those goosebumps? How many levels of consciousness have we increased this year alone? And we just started this shit.
Well, I think in the past 2 weeks, it's been 70 times, maybe 70. It's been a lot.
Woo!
I mean, I don't know because I'm not tracking it, but it's mind blowing. Yeah. Glad to be here.
Well, another thing is when Daddy sends his assassins, there's really nothing you can do about it. And me and B had a discussion last night, and they all heard and learned and listened to our call. And I said, make sure they don't miss. And B's response was, they never miss. I never miss either. All right, let's see. Hang tight. Let me do something real quick. Get your next question lined up. I'll be right back.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so today I'm able to see the questions or the comments, and I don't usually try to look at them because they're small and I'm trying to pay attention. If you got a question, now's the time, guys.
All right, I'm back that fast.
Okay, well, geez. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're still here, you got about another 15, 20 minutes or so before I got to go kick some more ass. So come in with your questions.
Yeah. Okay, so somebody had asked last time about credit unions. You wanted us to start banking at credit unions, and they said that credit unions are not safe either.
At the end of the day, Daddy said credit unions, and that's why he said to know the person you're going to go bank with.
Yes.
So yeah.
Know the people.
Know the people. I personally, I don't really care about what they do within the banking system other than it needs to be shut down and reformed or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I don't worry about those type of things because Daddy got me covered, if you would.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Yeah, so I don't really care about all of that only because daddy got me, so it's not something I'm worried about.
Okay.
Um, how about we do this? How about we reinforce a smooth transition within the banking structure so that we don't have to worry about it no more. And we'll do that on a continuous basis.
Done, done, done. Thank you. Done, done, done.
Done, done, done.
Yeah, yeah. So we had 140 levels of consciousness raised in 2026 already. 140 levels. That's a lot. Okay.
Definitely a lot.
All right. Question. When will the chemtrails and the polluting stop?
When you stop looking at them.
So for those that's asking the question, take your wands or take your energy and your command and go and make them go away. Yeah. All right.
I don't even care about that no more because my consciousness is past all that. Like, why am I going to sit there? Oh my God, they're spraying the sky, right? I know it's fucking fuck. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm locked away in the room so that Sophie don't come in here.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. So back to the chemtrail stuff. I'm so advanced and evolved where I don't sit there like that person is doing, worried about some fucking chemtrail, because I know, and no disrespect to that person, but I know my abilities and I know daddy's real and I know how to neutralize it by just waving my fucking hand. You understand? Excuse my French, by the way. That's not French, but you understand. I don't worry about those type of things. And if you're in an area where you feel or think is chemtrails, just neutralize that shit. Just you can use your wand, but again, the wands are nothing but tools. Use your own consciousness and your abilities to.
Yeah.
That's why I did videos of us cloud busting and calming the waters because I'm showing y'all that these things are possible.
Right, right.
Right? It's that simple. So stop asking when and get your ass to work.
A couple months ago, I was driving north, and along my left, they were chemtrailing the crap out of the land. And then all of a sudden, it starts to create these clouds and then horrible weather. Okay. And it seems like they do that a lot. Like I notice it. So I just stuck my hand up to the window and did my commands on the way home. So I didn't like I have my energy tools with me, but trust your abilities.
Okay, well, let me say this. 2 days ago, it might have been 2 days ago, um, it was starting to get nighttime, and all of a sudden, this fog comes in. And I opened the door to take the trash out, and all of a sudden, I smell nothing but fucking mood, mute, like it literally smelled like black mold, like mold. And I said, what the fuck? These motherfuckers is putting this shit in the sky. No wonder why this whole place is infested with this shit. So the first thing I did was neutralize it. Me and B just neutralized it together. And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
when it went away. Okay. The smell and stuff like that lingered. But because of us knowing what we can do and how we can change the frequencies,
Right.
we did that. Boom. And that's it. It's over. You know how I say they spent millions and millions and millions of dollars on all of these different things to throw at us, and I come along and the frequency just changes the whole fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we do it. So imagine if all of us take the training that I gave y'all for free, and it's still available, most of it. You can just take your time, go through all the videos, listen to it. Because after you watch all those videos, you'll know more or less on how the technique actually works. When you do that, you'll know that everything is an energy, everything is a frequency. And if you just harness the right frequencies and throw it out, whatever is the issue, especially heavy love and light blankets on it, energetically, things change. And that's what we've been doing to the entire court system and the entire fraudulent military satanic system. Not all of them, by the way, but the ones that are dark. And Daddy's also enforcing that the light within these organizations take over the darkness. So that's where we've been putting in our energy nowadays. These individuals need to be apprehended. They need to be arrested for literally crimes against humanity, deceiving everyone, period. Period. And they created all these other different businesses. Business. The court system is no different than fucking Walmart. They created these businesses to enslave people. They created the music industry. I'm a gangster this, I'm a gangster that. And then next thing you know, when your gangster ass gets caught up, you're going in jail because they did all that shit. They signed it up. They fucking, in their Bible, they wrote it all down. And now here we are, dismantling the shit. So yes, when things that you are concerned about, stop asking why, use the training that I teach people and combat it that way, because everything is energy. Learn how to command. You don't want to see chemtrails no more? Command it so. You don't want to have to deal with fraudulent bankers? Command it so. You don't want to have to deal with fraudulent court systems? Command it so. You don't want to have to deal with negative people? Command it so. I remove all things that do not serve the light from my atmosphere, from my realm, from my living quarters, from everything around me. And if you come in around me, you are to be of the light, or I will execute your ass.
Done, done, done.
Done, done, done. It's all energetic, guys. All of it. Period. Go ahead. Next question.
Okay, we've heard reports of pristine land being used for data centers, like all over, or one was going to be like a tractor supply storage area. So they're taking these wildlife preserves all over the country and they're paving them over. And there's a lot of concern about that. So what's going to be done there?
Well, you have to think about it this way. A lot of the lands that you guys think are preserved are actually, there's already structures underneath them. So who's to say it's preserved land, pristine land in the first place, when there's been mud floods and different civilizations and all of these different things happening? So what you're going to see is the unearthing of it all while they're doing all this shit. And some of it is allowed to be done because other things need to get built because of all the inhabitants and all the and how fast the repopulation is going to grow, because they are no longer hunting the children. So with that being said, is it's going to be allowed to a certain extent, and then when everybody realizes that some of the stuff was in fact not cool, it'll be dismantled, and then we'll move things aside where some of the things, some of the infrastructure will literally be totally removed, because all we would need is spacecrafts, lev trains. You won't need to have all of these different vehicles and all of these different manufacturing tools. Replicators. We got a replicator. We can replicate the machine. We can put a machine in one location, replicator, replicate all the different devices and equipment that we need, reproduce it, replicate it, build everything that we have to replicate, build, and then put it right back into the energy replicator to be recycled back into whenever we need it. It's literally going to be like a little pocket of fucking goodies, but a big one. It's not that far off. Daddy, he's doing things in such a way where people are just going to be in awe all the fucking time, all the time. So don't worry about none of those things. You just have to understand the fact that if it happened, it was supposed to happen, and Dad allowed it. After that, when people learn from their mistakes and their things, we change it. Kind of like right now. You guys, I don't know if you guys all seen it, but you should have, or maybe I didn't post it, but I should have. There was a video where the lady is going down the little streets and there's wires and copper wires and stuff everywhere along the streets. Telephone poles and copper wires all along the streets. And then within the same video, you got she or he is in another section where there's no copper wires because of the money that's in that community. Everybody put shit underground, but she didn't know that. She was just concerned about the wires broadcasting all of this negative frequencies and blah, 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 right? That being said, when it's all said and done and we get all of these new devices out there, all of those wires and all of the things that were harmful, all of the telephone poles, including the streets, can be removed. And then we'll have communities where now you're just teleporting from place to place to place to place to place. All of this shit is possible, by the way. And a lot of it will happen in a lot of areas around the world. I know because we're already doing it. So some of the stuff that people worry about, they shouldn't be worried about. The only thing that you need to be worried about right now is sending the cabal heavy love and light blankets and doing away with them and protecting the children and the parents that lost the children, including the people that are losing loved ones nowadays. Hit all of them with heavy love and light blankets because they're also going to find out what really happened to their loved one. That's the only thing we should be focusing on right now, because once we get rid of these things or these problems energetically, then we can move to where I'm telling you we're already at. You have to understand that I see this already. I see it. I've been seeing it for thousands of years. That's not even funny, Daddy. he said that. I didn't say that. I've been seeing it for a long time. Long time. That was wrong. I've been seeing it for years, right? And every time he shows me visions, every time he tells me what to do and what to say, it's because he showed me and he told me. Some of it is verbally, not word, like consciously, not channeling, not none of that. Direct telepathic messages from my father, from your father, from our father, and visions. So not only is he communicating with me telepathically, but he's also showing me, which is it's the coolest thing ever. Coolest thing ever. Like I sometimes just want to just fucking cry about the shit because of how cool and loving Dad is and how he's just showing me everything and how he just has us do these things no matter how difficult they are. And he always allows us to overcome because he designed it. This shit is so wild. So wild. So thankful. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Protect all the children. Protect all the people from this fraudulent, deceiving system and these vile entities who only wish destruction on your beautiful creations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now who do I got to kill next?
Yeah, I'm getting all teary.
Me too. That's how I be. That's how I've
Yeah,
been.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
I like if you don't feel the authenticity in me, there's something fucking wrong with you. Not you, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thank my father. I thank our creator. I thank Daddy Source. Allah. I will bring this up too because he just showed me. Remember last video? I was literally wearing
Yep.
the cup,
Palestinian
and
scarf.
you see what's happening after that.
Hmm.
We are free. We are wealthy. We are healthy. And with that, I'm gone for now. Love and light. Love you guys. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you so much for your time and all you do for us.
You're welcome. It's all love. Love, love, love.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Have a great day, everyone.